the dominant. You stand perfectly still on Regan's private deck, caught like a snared rabbit as you stare first at Sloane and then at Regan. So Party was a way for Regan to palm me off onto someone else? Trust me, the pleasure was all mine, even more exquisite than Regan described. Sloane, it's funny. Regan didn't describe you at all. You glare at Regan, who pointedly doesn't look at you. We should probably get back to the party. People start wondering where I am. If Sloane notices the tension pulsing between you and Regan, she's great at hiding it. She grins. She walks beside you. You look like you could use a pick me up, Nadine. What's your poison? The thought of being alone with Regan right now is too much to bear. I'll go with you. We can get to know each other on the way. I like the way you think. As you follow Sloane, you can't resist shooting a glance over your shoulder. Regan's expression is hard. She watches you go. Once you have your drinks, Sloane invites you to sit. She settles in so close that your knees almost brush. Just Regan to make this as difficult and awkward as possible. And shall we start over? You consider the woman for you. It's not her fault that Regan is such an ass. I'm not gonna let Regan ruin my evening. This party is supposed to be for me to have fun. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I think a do-over is an excellent idea. I'm Sedon, Adam. Again, Nadine, what's up? But there's no pressure here. Just a friendly chat between two people with a common interest. That sounds easy enough. But you should know, so very new to BDSM. Believe me, I can tell how innocent you are, and it's definitely not a problem. Despite your nerves and lingering annoyance with Regan, you feel yourself starting to relax. I'm sorry if I seem a little rattled. There's nothing to be nervous about, Nadine. If we're not a match, we're not a match. That's it. So ask me anything. I'm an open book. In that case, I want to know how you and Regan met. You grew up together, believe it or not. And that's kind of sweet. It was. Until it wasn't. But we didn't get into BDSM until we were in college. Then Regan dragged me all over town. Back then, she was too shy to go to the club by herself. Really? Oh yeah. Once upon a time, we were just a couple baby dumps. We were way more terrified than our subs. So, what else do you want to know? Regan says you constantly bombard her with questions. Here's more I want to know. What do you get off on? I want to know what pleases you. Brings you excitement. As sub as curious and willing as you is a good start. Not as bad as Saxon. Sloane gets up from her chair and offers you her hand. Instead of telling you, I prefer to show you. Sloane leads you into an interior ballroom, unlike anything you see before. This has been in the yacht the whole time? As steamy as things were on upper decks, it's nothing compared to the activities taking place in here. Screams of delight fill the air. You barely know where to start when your gaze is drawn to a couple. You barely know where to start when your gaze is drawn to a couple in the corner. A dominatrix stands over a sub who appears to be bent over a padded bench, his ass bare and exposed. I want to hear you count loud and clear. Yes, mistress. He longs to ask long questions about the protocol for a spanking bench and why the man is tied down. We don't dare. Asking questions only ever seemed to push Regan away. You draw closer to the man tied to the bench. You draw closer as the man tied to the bench whimpers and clamps his mouth shut. His hands are bound behind his back. His whole body is on display as the dominatrix cracks her hand down. One. This time, the dominatrix spanks her up with so much force that it lurches against the bench, driving his hips against it. The evidence of his pleasure is impossible to miss. 2. Again, mistress. Harder. Like what you see? I wish I could try that. He seems to be enjoying himself an awful lot. Didn't Regan ever spank you? Not exactly. In fact, she never really touched me. Sloan chuckles in a way that makes you feel warm all over. Don't worry, I won't make the same mistake. Sloan leads you across the room to a discreet corner where an unused spanking bench rests. She runs her hand over the leather in one long, deliberate stroke. I've heard a man specializes in bespoke BDSM equipment. It is custom designed and gorgeously crafted. In fact, almost everything in this room is his work. It's exquisite, isn't it? You glance around at the various types of equipment currently in use. Chairs, benches, crosses, swings. There are even a few suspension bars and cages on display. In my world of possibilities. Your friend has a twisted imagination. How does someone even come up with half these things? Most of these designs have been around for centuries. My friend's more of an artist than an engineer. At your fingers, a soft leather and gorgeous wooden frame. Sloan covers your hand with her own. Even though your heart leaps to your throat, you don't pull away. I'd be happy to ask him to make you one of these and have it delivered to your place. Heavy subs, there's something nice to be bent over. A drill moves down your spine as Sloan positions herself behind you. She's close enough for you to feel the heat rise off her body. No strings attached, of course. Just a favor from one friend to another. You can't help picturing a spanking bench like this one in your dungeon. You already know where you put it, exactly how you use it. Regan wouldn't like it if I ordered a spanking bench from a Dom. I barely know. In fact, she might be forced to punish me for it. Add a spanking bench to your dungeon and unlock a bonus scene with Sloan and Regan. That would be amazing, Sloan. Thanks for setting it up. Don't take me. Helping a beautiful woman come into her own is enough for me. You doubt that's true, but you appreciate the compliment all the same. In fact, you're starting to appreciate quite a lot about Sloan. How well you get along, how effortless she makes everything seem, the way she's eyeing both of you on the bench. You know, I'm not used to buying something without giving it a test drive first. Would you be able to help me with that? No, of course. You should never commit to a toy or a dumb without trying to equip me first. My safe word is orange. Be gentle with me, Sloan. I've never done this before. I'm always gentle. And at first. She takes your hand and helps you kneel onto the bench. It almost feels strange to be in the care of a dom who isn't afraid to touch every part of you. Her hands are light on your waist as she positions you over the frame, then guides your legs apart. You don't feel yourself starting to heat up. Even with your clothes on, you're fully exposed and a lot more vulnerable than you used to. Since this is your first time, I'll let you decide how you want to proceed. The pleasure will be a lot more intense if I pull your skirt up around your waist, but so will the pain. I want you to spank me on my bare ass. You already know how you want it. If Regan were the one bending you over this bench, she wouldn't stop until she had you naked screaming. I want the full experience. Please. Since you asked so nicely, how can I resist? You grip the bench tightly as Sloan positions herself behind you, out of your line of vision, She slides her hand slowly up either side of your thighs. You gasp. She continues, lifting the folds of your dress till it's bunched at your waist, completely exposing you. Beautiful. Doesn't that you're dumb and you haven't earned this punishment? I keep it simple. Just 3 spankings to see how you like it. You nod your agreement and brace yourself for the first strike. Keep count for me. You aren't sure what to expect as Sloane brings the palm of her hand down your ass, but it's not the sudden, sharp spike of longing. Oh. You register a slight pain, but more than that, you feel how much of a bracing in every other part of your body. Your thighs, your breasts, the grind of your hips against the bench. I don't hear you counting. 1. Sorry, that's 1. You brace yourself for the second strike, your whole body coiled tight in anticipation, but Sloane doesn't bring her hand down right away. How does that feel? Too hard? Or too light? Do you need me to ease up? So you haven't used your safe word. You're surprised to find her checking on you so soon. It feels really good. You really get to feel Sloane's hand on you again, as much as you enjoyed the first strike. You want to experience the same euphoria you saw on the other sub's face. I liked it. I'm ready for the next one. You're an impatient little thing, aren't you? I'm trying to understand what Regan sees in you. Before bringing your hand down for a second strike, Sloane trails her fingers lightly over your curves. Goosebumps break out as he traces the shape of you. Don't forget the gun. I'll just start all over. Second strike is much sharper than the first. Her hand finding the center of your cheek and coming down hard. You feel hot as your panties stamping. Then I hear you counting. The number is on the tip of your tongue when a delicious idea occurs to you. What if I refuse? Will you keep me here all night? Or will you make me pay? And that's not really my style. How are you? Still okay? You're oddly annoyed at the question. Regan wouldn't have hesitated to give you exactly what you deserve. I'm feeling naughty. It's good a few inches up the bench from its angle, so I can see much more of your body and reach any part of you if you want. Maybe you should have tied me down. Just I'll tell you what I'll do with my hands free. Is that how we're playing this? That's just a spankings for you. Can't help purring and arching your back. 2 additional strikes sound perfect right by now. You regret your confidence as soon as Sloane strikes you again. Her hand lands much closer to the spread of your thighs. This time, the promise of pain and pleasure mingling as one. 3. 4 strikes sends a jolt of pleasure so strong that you can only gasp the next number. 4. You whimper into your best to transport your mind somewhere else. Transport your mind elsewhere, but it's a mistake. No sooner do you close your eyes than the image of Regan flashes across your mind. As Sloane brings her hand down for the 5th and final time, it's only Regan's face that you see. Her hand that you imagine bringing such fiery quivering delight. And that's 5. Don't disobey me again. If Regan were here, she wouldn't stop until I came from her hand alone. You're breathing heavily and flushed with desire. Sloane helps you to your feet and rearranges the folds of your gown. So, what did you think? So shaky, saw Regan standing on the other side of the ballroom, her expression unreadable. You can't tear your gaze from Regan's, no matter how hard you try to focus on Sloane. You can't help wondering how much Regan witnessed. I liked it. I think I'm gonna enjoy having my one at home. Sloane follows the line of your gaze just in time to see Regan turn on her heel and walk away. Oops, she does not a cubby. Suddenly, this huge room feels too small to hold you. I think I need some fresh air. Sloane points you toward a nearby door. With a grateful smile, you make a beeline for it. The evening breeze is soothing after the heat of the ballroom. You wrap your arms around your midsection and stare out over the lake. It's far too beautiful a night for you to be so sad. Shoshana, what are you doing here? I didn't bring Pat. You can relax. I didn't say anything about Pat. You didn't have to. Here easier to read than a children's book. Then you can read how much I want to be alone. Instead of leaving, Shoshana joins you at the railing. Word has it you're on the lookout for a new dom. They're taking bets about who will end up lucky winner. The thought that everyone on the shot knows Regan's trying to get rid of you doesn't improve your mood. I hope you lose all your money. Not a chance. I'll make sure bets. And I don't know if you noticed, but you're not the only one who seems to be having a rough night. Shauna, I'm not gonna play with games. If you have something to say it. Look, I've been doing this a long time. There's one thing I know is what pain looks like. And Regan Dolan is one hell of a tortured soul right now. You don't have to be a dom to get what you want, Nadine. Good jobs demand just as much as their masters. It's not that easy. They make it that easy. You're a small little thing, and the fact that you lasted this long and Regan's keeping means you don't scare easily. And don't tell anyone about our chat, okay? I don't want to develop a reputation as a softie, or worse, a romantic. You blink as he shows off. As much as I hate to admit it, Trishana's right. Just because Regan is a dom doesn't mean she has to make all my decisions for me. Before you can second guess your actions, you head back inside, carried along on a wave of determination. You spot Regan as soon as you enter, arms crossed and a grim expression still on her face. Sloan is also nearby, chatting with a fellow dom. She excuses herself as soon as she spies you. Nadine, there you are. I was starting to worry I scared you off. I don't scare her easily. And that's what I say here. Do you feel up for exploring more? You wish to recommend? You know the only way to get Regan to act is to push her so far she can't ignore her feelings any longer. But Sloan seems more than willing to help me push. Actually, there's one thing you can help me with. It's the game. I'm not for anything. You slide your arms around her neck, and while she looks more curious than anything else, she wraps an arm around your waist and allows you to curl against her. And I'm not gonna say no to, and I'm not one to say no to a beautiful, really woman. Lay on the spanking bench. I can still feel the imprint of your hand on my backside. Sloan runs a hand down your body to graze your curves. Her touch is teasing and light, and you shiver into her. You keep this up, and you'll be feeling a lot more. You can feel the heat of Regan's gaze as you start pressing a line of soft kisses on the side of Sloan's neck up to the spot below her ear. Do you like it when I kiss you here? I think you know the answer to that. Draw her earlobe gently between your teeth and tug. And like it when I bite you here. And this is starting to feel like a trick question. So that's not a new theory. And does this still have anything to do with Regan? Maybe. There's all your determination not to look across the room to see how Regan's reacting. Still, you can almost swear you feel her eyes on you. Is it important for a sub and Dame to get to know one another before coming to an agreement, right? Sloane's attention is only half at you. She arches her neck to allow you to continue your meditations. And that sounds like something I said. I want to get to know you. Before she can ask what you mean, Before she can ask what that means, you brush your mouth against hers. Her lips are soft. She opens your mouth and encourage her to take you in. Encourage her to take you. The heat between you is starting to pick up, and you can feel Sloane's body responding to your touch. Her hips press hard against yours. Her legs parting to encourage you to settle between them. Just when you think it might be time to pull back, she does it for you. An amused, playful look settles on her features. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I don't usually let my subs have control like this. You just have to be punished for taking liberties without permission. You suck in a delighted breath as her meaning becomes clear. She doesn't have the same glittering intensity that Regan has. She dreads punishment, but you still know it's coming. So, you don't have the nerve. You're my dom yet. You weren't there. No wonder Regan said you were a handful. Sloane seems surprised by your bold approach, but she's a good sport, and she doesn't dare let you get away with this behavior in front of a crowd. On your knees, you told the idea, refusing, but something about Sloane's dominant side speaks to you. She's not nearly as commanding as Regan, but your body is already starting to respond automatically to Dorothy in her dome. Yes, Sloane. You sink to your knees in front of her and assume the submissive pose. This is the first time you've done it in front of so many people. It wants me to be punished, and I want them to watch. I want Regan to watch. You don't dare lift your gaze for Sloane's shoes as she stands before you. Her stance relaxed. When I want to be kissed, oh, that's right. Is that understood? You nod and keep your head bowed. You know what that gives you? I'll do that too. Yes, Sloane. Her hand comes down over the top of your head, her fingers gently stroking over your hair. You lean into her touch, your whole body drilling at the thought of Regan watching another woman pet you. And there's one thing you should know about being my sub, is that I do things a little different. I do things a little differently than what you used to. She draws her fingers under your chin and down your neck. Even though there's no dread to her touch, you instinctively swallow. Can you guess how different? You don't play mind games? I like that about you. You aren't afraid to take what you want. You arch into her touch, encourage her hand to move lower. She fondles your breast over the top of your clothes. A simple woman with simple taste. Is that it? You gasp as her fingers graze your nipple. You long for her to pluck at it to make it hurt, but she holds back. Sloane leans down, allowing her hand to trail further down your body. She traces your shape and dips her mouth so close to your ear that you shiver. I know what you're up to, Nadine. Playing with fire will only end with you getting burned. From everything I've heard about BDSM, that's half the fun. Sloane's appreciative laughter washes over you. She forces your gaze up. When you raise your eyes to meet hers, there's a spark of dominance that you weren't expecting. I'm going to go one step further. I want you to say that you're mine. Oh. I mean it, Nadine. Look at me and say the words. Tell me who you belong to. You're so startled by this sudden show of power that you're not sure how to react. Licking your lips, Take a deep breath and open your mouth. She's mine, and you know it. You're shocked that it's Regan that's between you and Sloane. Is that the way we're playing this? Yes, I had enough of this. Get on your feet, Nadine. Your body obeys before your brain can catch up. You tremble with anticipation and liquid desire as you stand. She leads you away from Sloane, right a backwards glance. Maybe my plan was a little too well. She's furious. You can feel the tension radiating off of Regan as she leads you through the maze of the yacht. As the sound of the party starts to fall away, you're aware of how vulnerable you are. Where have you taken me, Regan? Her only response is to move faster. She's too intent on getting you away from Sloane to answer. Finally, you enter Regan's private suite. The door closes behind you with a thud. Regan, you had no right to put me away from Sloane. I thought I was play back there. You had some serious explaining to do. Are you serious? I'm not the one who was put on a display in front of half the guests. You mean that BDSM display? At a BDSM party? On a BDSM yacht? I did what you told me to. You want me to be Sloane? So better. You want me to find a new dame? So that's what I was trying to do. Regan turns away and drags a hand over her face. Her movements are jerky and tense. I changed my mind about Sloane. She isn't a good fit for you. That's bullshit. You chose her for me for a reason. You knew we hit it off. You two hit it off? Of course we did. She's good looking, generous, and funny. What's not to like? Damn it, Nadine. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Fine, let me go. Regan's whole body jerks as if on the end of a string. What? I mean it. If you don't want me anymore, you need to say goodbye. You need to let me move on. Regan's in front of you so fast that you don't see her move. Of course I want you. I've wanted anyone so much my entire life. You touch your face. Those harsh lines and beautiful angles, so familiar that you see them every time you close your eyes. You want me? So much I can taste it. So much I can taste you. Her lips draw close to yours, your breath mingling as one. You tilt your head up, your lips parted in soft anticipation. Then do it, Regan. Taste me. Take me. Her mouth is on yours once. Her kiss is crushing and powerful, and you can barely catch your breath. I promised myself I wouldn't do this, that I wouldn't give in. Why? What's so terrible about this? Her only answer is to curl her fingers close. Her only answer is to curl her fingers into your hip and pull you close. Spending so much time not touching this woman that it's almost too much to have her gripping you so possessively. Her mouth is equally possessive as her tongue sweeps over yours. Nothing is perfect, and that's the problem. She dips her head low to kiss down your jawline and the side of your neck, her tongue leaving a hot, wet trail of desire the further down your body it goes. Yes, don't stop. Nadine, are you sure? If we keep going, I won't be able to hold back. You'll see exactly how dominant I can be. There's no use fighting it anymore. As you arch into her, you say the words that you've been holding back for weeks. Is this vulnerable? I don't know if it's vulnerable or not. If you really want me, then take me. However you want. Regan releases a groan that drills every part of your body. She reaches over to flip the light switch. Damn, Nadine. You really shouldn't have said that. Before you have time to ask Regan what she means, her mouth is on yours. The press of her lips is insatiable. The grip of her hand on the back of your head so firm you had no choice but to let her in. Regan, you did this to me. You did this. You gave yourself to me. She digs her free hand into your hip so hard that you gasp with the pain and pressure. And now you see fuck you. And now you see what happens when you do. Regan grabs you by the hand and tugs you toward the bed. Is that what I've been saying? Regan, it is what you do, Regan. You're mine now. Mind, body, and soul. Your whole body being... Your whole... I can read as well. Your whole body... I swear I can read. It's the same shit twice. Your whole being drills at the note of possession in Regan's voice. Regan, I can't wait to see you try. My body's already yours, but you have to earn rest. Regan's grip on you tightens reflectively. That's not how this works. You're the one who has earned her privileges. That's not how this works. You're the one who has earned her privileges. Regan slides her hand around your throat as tight as your training collar. Understood? Yes, choke me. You gulp and nod, secretly drilled at her reaction. You shiver at the thought of all the pleasure and pain in store for you. Do you want me on my knees for you? No. What I want is for you to be naked for me. Right here? Right now? Yes, Nadine. I waited long enough for this. Take your dress off. Okay, fine. You hesitate. The weight of Regan's gaze so heavy, it holds your lips immobile. When I give you an order, I expect it to be obeyed. Don't make me tell you again. Okay, man. You turn your back to Regan, so you face the opposite wall. There's something delicious in knowing her eyes are on you, watching and waiting. Good. Now take it slow. I want to enjoy this. You reach for the zipper first, sliding it down inch by inch till your gown pulls at your waist. Like this. You just a peek over your shoulder to find Regan standing in the exact spot you left her, her gaze transfixed. Yes, you're doing very well. Her praise sets off a fluttering low in your belly. Emboldened, you guide the gown over her hips to expose the curve of your ass. Beautiful. The gown drops to your feet. You reach down and slip off your heels, but Regan issues a low grab before you can remove them. No, the shoes stay on. Regan can't seem to take her eyes off you as you stand. You feel shy but breathless, eager for what comes next. Now, should I get in position? Not yet. There are a few matters we need to clear up first. You blink, startled at their... You blink, startled at their vehemence in Regan's voice. She draws closer, a dirty and predation in every line of her body. Is something wrong? Yes, something's very wrong. What did I do? You know what you did? I saw you in that ballroom with her. I watched you bent over for another woman. I was just doing what my dumb said. You lied to her and slow and struck you, didn't you? When she made it hurt. Admit it. Yes. I had the way it made me feel. And how did it make you feel? Exposed, unsprayed, naughty. The answer seems to please Regan. Instead of approaching, she seats herself on the end of the bed and passes her die. I want you draped over my lap. I want you draped over my lap, Nadine. If you want a spanking, you should have just asked for one. Now you're gonna pay. Regan encircles your wrist and tugs. She doesn't stop until you're bent over her lap with your ass in the air. You squirm and try to pull away, but Regan stops you with one deft strike. Oh. The resounding slap of Regan's hand against your bare skin is almost too much. Your skin feels hot and prickly, like the pain, like a quick burst of fire. Notice that I don't need a bench or fancy toys. All it requires is my hand and a sweet, delectable ass. She strikes again, this time a little lower. You jolt and rock against her, moaning loudly. 10 spankings should teach you to let another woman touch your ass without my permission. Dun, swear. I did my punishment like a good girl. That's right. By the time I'm done with you, you'll be begging me to stop. I said I would come to the oldest book. I don't want to listen to me. I don't want to count it because technically I'm whispering. It's good just like I was in the back of your car. Shit was saying. Even if you hear the mic. The next 2 blows fall with such rapid succession that you cry out in mingled surprise and pain. Regan's movements are swift but sure, her punishment decisive. She runs her fingers slowly up and down to cover your back, the light rake for nails in agony. Regan, I know, my lovely, but it'll all be over soon. You whimper and bury your head against her as the rest of your punishment is doled out, strike by strike. Each touch of Regan's palm feels so cruel and so wonderful that you see her lose count. It's distracting. Fuck, that is distracting. Shit. Will you let another woman touch you again? No. Will you be a good little sub like you promised? Yes. You squirm and struggle, but each time you move, the sweet sting of Regan's palm calls you back again. Good. By the time Regan is done with you, you're sagging and limp against her. You're torn between agony and feel like a desire so strong that it almost overpowers you. If I were to slide my hand a little lower, what would I feel? You gasp, unsure you can handle so much sensation while your ass still drops. Please, I'm so wet. I can feel it dripping down my thighs. You can gently guide you out of her lap, her expression somehow both hard and tender. That's right. You are for me, aren't you? I'm the only one who can make you feel this way. I'm the only one you want. You nod, unable to lie after such intense emotions. You understand the difference now, don't you? There's playtime, and then there's this. You eye Regan, awaiting her command. With a gesture at the bed, she begins tugging on her collar. I want you on your knees this time, Nadine. I want you on your back. She slips out of her clothes and into her dom gear, and all you can do is stare. It's cutting up and soft. Nadine? Sorry, what did you say? Regan chuckles as she reaches into a drawer and pulls out a familiar toy. Get in the bed. You give yourself to me however I want, remember? I want you locked down and at my mercy. You whimper with delight as you scramble through the bed and position yourself near the headboard. The hungry look in Regan's eye demands nothing less. cold silk feels soothing against the hot, pulsing ache of your backside. Ooh. You can guide your arms above your head, locking each cuff around your waist. Your whole body stretches and arches out on the bed. You tug, but there's no getting away now. She picks up a riding crop and smirks at you. Enjoy. Okay, not for too long. You hold your breath and wait to see what Regan has planned next. To your surprise and delight, she starts by dragging the end of the riding crop along the length of your body. That's it? That's your big, agonizing torture? Ask me again in 5 minutes. Regan leans down and follows the riding crop's path and with feather-like kisses. You settle back into the soft mattress as Regan's mouth makes its way down across the curve of your neck, her tongue like leaving a sure path towards your naked, arching chest. What the fuck? Yes. 41 minutes. Then she pulls back and flicks the riding crop along your collarbone, so quick you almost miss it, except for the sting it leaves behind. Oh. Do you like that? Yes. No, stop. She runs the crop over your breast, teasing the nipples with a smooth leather. Your breath hitches as she follows it with her mouth. You know what's coming next. You cry out. She lashes the riding crop against your tight buds. The bite of pain causing a rush of desire to pull between your legs. Regan! Do you want me to stop? You shake your head and spread your legs wide and beckon her closer. All you want is to feel her between your thighs. Absolutely not. I need you. Smirking, she puts the riding crop aside and slides down your body to press kisses on the curve of your lower belly. You tip your head back and groan as Regan picks up your leg and kisses your ankle just above your shoe. This is my reward, and I won't be rushed. Then, so slowly you can't stand it, she presses her mouth higher and higher up your thighs. You gasp and rides against your bonds, rolling her to move faster. If you keep kicking like that, I'll have no choice but to tie your legs down too. As she dips her head to swirl her tongue along the inside of your thigh, you drop your hips up so hard, her lips graze your core. Please, I just want you so much. So that's the game we're playing, is it? We can lose this no time, reaching under the bed and pulling out additional restraints. She easily slips them around your ankles, then ruthlessly spreads your legs open and ties you to the bed. With your hands above your head and your legs spread eagle, you have nowhere left to hide. Now you're completely at my mercy. Just like I wanted. Just when you think you can't take any more, she pulls all the way back to admire her handiwork. Your breath is coming hot, panting bursts. The sheets damp with desire that pulls between your legs. Wait, why are you stopping? Because I can. Regan steps away and then slides open a drawer near the side of the bed. You watch as she returns, holding a toy in each hand. One hand holds a large dildo, the other a smaller plug with a flared base at the end. What do you think, Nadine? Regan, use the dildo on me. My pleasure. She puts the other toy away before approaching you with a predatory smirk. You gasp out loud as Regan slides the dildo up and down her palm. Lucky for you, your areas are wet. Taking every inch of this won't be a problem, will it? Shake your head as she nudges the dildo against your entrance. You can feel yourself stretching to accommodate it as she pushes and slides slowly. Once I have you filled, I'm leaving inside while I continue playing. Wait, I thought you trail off with a moan. Regan slides the toy fully inside the hot, wet heat of you. Damn, you're exquisite. She pulls the dildo out halfway, then pushes it in again as you bite back a moan. You have no idea how long she keeps you there, torturing you for her own delight. But considering how desperate you are for her, it feels like days. How does it feel to know your pleasure belongs entirely to me? Regan slides a hand up your thighs, not stopping until she reaches your core. Your dome expertly finds your pleasure point and teases it. Your whole body jerks in response. Should I end your misery right here and now? Yes. For the first time, you notice how ragged Regan's breathing has become. Her muscles are tense and her expression strained. It's not from motion, it's from self-control. She wants this just as badly as I do. She wants this just as badly as I do. Please, Regan, don't hold back. I want to see you come. Be careful what you wish for, little lamb. Regan lowers herself onto the bed with her hips straddling your head. She leans down over you, blowing gently against your wet, sopping core. She licks your entrance from top to bottom, tonguing around the dildo as it remains lodged inside of you. Oh, wait, I know what you want, but you must have patience. She licks you again, then pulls back enough to catch your eye. And you don't come until I say so. Understood? Yes, mistress. She takes you in her mouth again, this time letting her hips lower enough for you to do the same. You're desperate for a taste of her, lapping at every drop of her desire. I don't think I can hold back much longer. Oh God. You're overwhelmed by the exquisite pleasure crashing over you. There's no shelter from the storm, only Regan aching you with her touch. Please, I need... Not yet. She drives you higher, closer to the edge, but refuses to let you plunge over. Finally, she gives your core a searing kiss that leaves you with no other choice. Your body lifts up only to come crashing back down again in a wave of ecstasy so intense that you see stars. You cry out, but fight through your pleasure so to bring Regan with you. You draw your tongue just so to your orgasm taste it by force. Nadine. Later, after Regan frees you from the handcuffs, you're still coming down from the most intense sexual experience of your life. That bed is still so soft. You ache in the best ways, but a sudden lurch pulls you out of your What was that? The eye's talking. We're back. Does this mean the party's over? I can safely say that was the best yacht party I ever been to. Then again, it's the only yacht party I've ever been to. We've been here longer than I thought. Is that bad? Regan's only response is to look down at you, her expression once again settling into her controlled mask. You know you're both thinking the same thing. Now I've broken rule number 1. Our relationship would never be the same.